The first time I heard about Ghostwatch was back in 2018 when my co-host on the Lost Art of podcast listed it as one of his favorite underseen horror films. Intrigued, it stayed on my radar until I finally watched it a few years later, and I was blown away. The cultural impact of Ghostwatch is reminiscent of Orson Welles' War of the Worlds radio broadcast from the 1930s, which convinced listeners that aliens had invaded Earth. Decades later, in 1999, the Blair Witch Project blurred reality and fiction so effectively that many of us thought we were witnessing real footage of missing campers. Ghostwatch sits squarely between these two milestones and delivers a uniquely terrifying experience. Ghostwatch is presented as a live investigation. It mimics the format of a legitimate TV broadcast. It features an in-studio host and on-location reporters investigating a supposedly haunted house. The authenticity was so convincing that had I stumbled across it while channel surfing back in 1992, I would have absolutely believed it was real. The production went all in, even setting up an 800 number for viewers to call in, with some live callers patched into the show. And at one point, the program announced that they are going to stay on air past their allotted time slot due to the unfolding paranormal chaos, further selling the illusion that it was all real. Watching it now, knowing that it's a scripted production, reveals moments that feel staged or overly dramatic. But in the moment, if viewed live, it would have been impossible not to be completely immersed. The family at the heart of the haunting, a mother and her two daughters, they give performances so natural they really do feel like real victims of supernatural torment. The reporters and the anchors, many of whom were real broadcasters at the time, enhance the facade with their understated reactions and occasional on-air slip-ups. It's those little imperfections that sell Ghostwatch as a real broadcast. Flubbed lines, the wrong camera being cut to, or unscripted calls from viewers. These touches add up to something eerily authentic. The rumored aftermath speaks to its power. Reports claim that the BBC received nearly 1 million phone calls from alarmed viewers, and tragically it is said that one person even took their life after watching the show. Through a modern lens, the scares aren't nearly as potent, especially as the climax veers into more cinematic territory. However, from an anthropological perspective, Ghostwatch is a groundbreaking achievement in horror storytelling. It's a must-watch for fans of the genre, showcasing how media can blur the lines between fiction and reality to a chilling effect. Playing board games with an earpiece in your ear, taking phone calls from viewers, trying to catch a ghost on camera, watching footage live from the studio, wearing the shirt of the show that you're currently on.